All right, we are back, and it is Friday. Welcome back to the Midjourney Experiment. We are back playing with all sorts of AI today, which could be fun. The good thing about today is we are finished with the rest of our phobias, so we are done with phobias as of the end of this episode. You can always watch all the episodes back on Money Makes Monster on YouTube. Not the full episodes, but I do make slideshows of all the pictures made in each segment. So it's a easy place to check out past work if you're interested, or look at some of the stuff that I've made over the last couple weeks. Anyways, so on Wednesday we left off with what were we doing Wednesday? We did the word super challenge. We did the 3-word superhero challenge. So basically I took 3 random words that I had generated off of GameGal and then put them together and tried to figure out what they would look like, or Midjourney made the image that it thought it would look like. So this one was Allie, 18-wheeler, headache man, super villain. So it gave us some super villain looks on an 18-wheeler. Does he look like he has a headache? Yeah, this one he does. This one he doesn't. This is really cool. Like, just the artwork on the side is cool. Did it in a graffiti style. This one was light switch, cold snap, notebook woman. Super villain. And these were the types of results we got. This is a fun little game. Making up random superheroes and supervillains. Could be something to explore in the future. And maybe we'll jump back into that and look at reviewing some of that. But today we're definitely working on phobias. And usually what I do is I prompt them while we generate them live, but today I thought, well, how about I generate them ahead of time so that we can actually see them in their correct size and the episode moves a little faster. So we'll see how that goes today. Might free us up some time at the end to take more questions or to, experiment with other things. So that's what I'm hoping. Is the music too loud? The music might be too loud. I'll turn it down just a little bit. All right. So we started off this episode and our first word is tachophobia. Tachophobia. Now, I didn't know what any of these phobias meant, and I still don't. I did generate these earlier today, but I purposely didn't look at all of them and kind of just did something else while I generated them. So it is kind of my first time seeing them as well. Tactophobia. So tactophobia, which is what Midjourney designed here, has some cool images, and well, let's see. I generated all these, so let's start at the top. So I guess we could figure out, try to guess from here. So tactophobia, fear of being on the sea. That's a really cool picture, but this is a really cool imaginary ship. It's like on stilts but is floating. I like this weird cloud moon thing that's going on here. Blends in a little bit. Tactophobia. Fear of flowers, butterflies. I like the way they did the roses in the front, but some of the butterflies aren't correct. Like this one is not correct. This one needs the rest of the butterfly wing. Looks like it got hurt. I like her hair. Works. Still have no idea what this word. I know what this one means. This one's the fear of speed because I just read it by accident. So, but still these pictures aren't giving me any information about being afraid of speed. Mushroom houses. Cool little cottage scenery. Built out of stumps. That'd be a really cool carving to do. I'm sure someone's carved cities out of tree stumps though. But like just the growth around it would look cool. Like once the vegetation comes back in, you'll have like moss and all sorts of other things growing on it. Cool experiment to do out in the real world. So here, by putting in the fear of speed as the actual prompt, we get a much clearer look at what Midjourney is trying to do. This guy's riding one crazy three-wheeler, that's for sure. On the salt flats, it looks like it. I mean, the design doesn't look terrible. And for going fast and going straight. Looks like a young teenager from Planet of the Apes. Fingers are good. Car looks good. Absolutely no suspension. I don't even know how these wheels spin. There's no drive shaft. Yeah, I don't know how those wheels spin. There should be at least, unless maybe they have two motors on the outside that are compressed upwards inside the rim that just hold it there. Ooh, I don't know if I would trust something like that. This guy looks like he's having the time of his life. A little bit scared, but mainly having a good time. Sorry. Alright, there we go. I like the look of movement behind him, looks good. I don't really know what's going on here, but he is in like some sort of soapbox, so the kid's way too young to be driving. I feel like this really captures the fear of speed though. Like if we were gonna take a picture, and have you ever tried to stand up in a convertible or like put your head outside the wind barrier? You might get knocked over. And the fear of that speed in your hair and like trying to rip your neck back off your body, yeah, that'll scare you. That'll definitely freak you out. Like, oh cool, no top, let me stand up. Stand up and sit you right back down in the chair. And 70-mile-an-hour winds hitting you in the face from zero. Not a great idea. But as a kid, I mean, you get your first convertible, you don't know what you're doing. This one is Technophobia. Fear of Daft Punk. It's new. Their new member. I do like this helmet. It's really cool. And it's cool that there's like a lens in the front of this. It's, I think, creating a reflection of something. But Cool little looking helmet. Everything seems to be pretty well defined in this one. I find that sometimes a lot of the wires won't lead anywhere, but it seems like these ones all like somewhat lead into this junction box, or at least go out of frame. Weird. But cool. But cool. Technophobia. Well, look at Midjourney and Apple are surely shaking hands here. Like, ooh, that laptop technology? Ooh, I wonder if it's technology. Fear of technology? I thought we already had a fear of technology. Fear of technology. That's probably what it is. This looks like a Clockwork Orange type, Alex type headgear used for brainwashing. Yeah, I like it though. Man, it's all tangled within her hair. She is part of the machine now. Again, wires are all going somewhere, which is nice. It hasn't just jumbled them up. Still a lot of unrecognizable things in the background, but even when you paint something in real life, oh, sorry, hit my desk. Even when you paint something in real life, you don't paint all the detail into the background in order to give more focus to your subject. You like things start getting lost as they go back. So it's interesting that Midjourney has somewhat of a grasp on that, although we saw from the last episode with us playing with varied generations, or varied regions, but our varied regions portion, it wasn't putting the things into perspective all that well. This would be like a really cool album cover, but just thinking the surgery you would have to do. You can cut out the boy, right? I could never create this background again. I don't even know what you would explain to do that. You can always put it back into the describe feature and have it help you. I was right. Fear of technology. The kid doesn't look like he's afraid of technology. He looks like he's embracing it. He's got a weird hand. This one's a little bit strange too. A book. Motorola Razr right here. We got like super magnets floating in the air, creating whatever's going on in the background. This one's actually really cool. Again, Apple, you dog, you. Midjourney, you dog. Hello, welcome. Welcome back. It's Friday. Just hanging out. Alright, yeah, so fear of technology. Again, finishing up our phobias. I know. The Midjourney just doesn't do a good job in this area, and I'm glad we're actually finishing it up because we'll be able to get on to something more interesting. But that's why I pre-prompted all these as well. Cool picture. I like the what do they call that? It's not overexposure, it's It's time lapse. It's a time lapse look. Oh, it's a shutter speed. Open shutter speed. Huh. Man, my brain is long exposure. Maybe we should try those out. Fear of technology. Nope, again. Looks like they're sucked into technology, not afraid of it. But what kind of technology? Like 1980s technology that's been thrown away? 1990s? Here's what looks to be electric staplers. See, now this didn't do such a good job of defining things. Like this square is a little bit, it's like embedded with whatever shape this is. So, I mean, I guess it's not supposed to look like much. Here, focus. But again, not afraid of technology. Looks like they're buying in. I feel like that some days. Every time I have to move my desk, I definitely feel this. But she has a laptop. Again, look at that Apple sign. Apple sign, yeah, they all look like they're immersed in technology. Although she's looking actually at you, not at her computer, but still. Oh, like I said, some days when I move my desk, it turns into this type of mess. I just moved my desk actually to get a new background screen, which I've been using lately, but now we don't have so much clutter in the back. I feel it's better. I don't know, let me know in the comments below, you know. Tassalophobia. Thalassophobia. Thalassophobia. It's gonna be thalassophobia. Thalassophobia, fish, fear of fish. I don't know. Fear of being underwater. Her hair is just not floating in the way you would think, and there's like no bubbles at all. You would assume that she's pretty close to the top, but she'd have a bubble in her mouth. Or close to. Yeah, fear of technology should be an old person throwing an iPhone. Thalassophobia. It's gonna have to be fear of something. Sharks? Shark houses? That guy is so screwed. Do you see the sailor? That shark is coming for him. I'd be terrified. But of course, not even our little sailor guy is looking the right way, so he's not scared. He's not even, he doesn't know that that's coming for him. And whatever this animal, this tiny little animal, I know you can't see it here, let me zoom in a little bit. Is this tiny little guy? That guy? It's probably just a stick or some trash. He is getting away from this thing. It looks like a hermit crab running out of the water. Oh my goodness. That'd be scary. That thing's bigger than his house. Way bigger than his house. How did it get there? Alright. Tassalophobia. Again, underwater or like steamy mirror. It's hard to tell. Underwater. But like, why would the water be going in that direction? Like, just so awkward on how it's. Well, she's just been like knocked out by a wave, or she's frozen under ice. It's even more terrifying looking. This kind of looks icy up here. So if you think she's like laying down frozen in the ice with her hair just frozen there. Makes... Yeah, drowning. Teslaphobia. Now, we know though, that it gives us fish a lot with the phobias. It just automatically gives us fish. So this might not have anything to do with fish, but fear of sea creatures maybe? That's gonna be my guess. Fear of the ocean. So, okay. Okay. Not totally off. Usually completely off when it puts fish in. This time, not so off. Not so off. Okay. But again, she looks a little bit more, not afraid, like more worried. She has a very worried look on her face. But it doesn't look worried or disappointed. Let's zoom in, give you a close-up. It's much better doing it this way by building all the prompts, because we can easily get in and out and see like the full picture. Most of the time I'm like trying to fool around with a bunch of windows, but this is much better. Yeah, she looks stressed. I agree. She looks stressed. Alright. What's next? Fear of the ocean. This is image 2, so of course they all do 4 images. She looks like, hey, why didn't you stop for me or something like that? I don't know. She looks like she's ready to yell at somebody. She's like slightly angry. That is not being afraid. Maybe Midjourney just doesn't know fear. AI knows no fear. Whoa, that's a statement. Probably true though. Yeah, she looks a little angry. Like she's pissed off if she's underwater. Why would you put me underwater? You know I'm a human and I breathe. Seems stupid. Like that's the look she's giving, just like irritated by some dumb mistake. Well, if this lived in the ocean, and it could very well be that this does live in the ocean, I would be terrified. But I have no idea what this titan of things is coming out of the ocean. But he might look, he's still maybe scared, in pain. He looks like he's more in pain than he is scared. Fear of the ocean. Again, this lived in the ocean, I'd be afraid. Would I be here painting? Maybe. Maybe. But I'd still be terrified. She's like posing. Is this a good place for me to stand while you paint me? Could you imagine if you didn't have a camera? You'd just like, oh, I saw this thing and tried to paint it, and this is what it came out like. Like, that's me. And this is my wife. And this huge thing came out of the ocean. Tried to eat us. And this is what a manatee looks like. A manatee in your imagination. Trichophobia? Trichophobia? Trichophobia is probably what it is. Trichophobia? Ooh, fear of some weird mollusk creatures is what I would say. Those things are scary. She's scary too. Scary but mesmerizing. whatever these octopus brain looking things are crawling all over her are kind of creepy. Hold on, I need to fix something. There we go. My restream pop-out chat just does not work. I don't know why. Alright, sorry YouTubers. One day I'll be able to see your chat, but until then... Yeah, fear of blobby brains, that's what it should be called. But it's trichophobia. Trichophobia. Ugh, man. I think also being like stuck with dead people is probably not one of your like. I don't think I could do it. I'd freak out. But I mean, to the point where you would end up with that many people, you must have been through some things. You must have seen a few things. But boy, that guy in the middle is scary. It's like built out of roots and tree pieces. Yeah. Not my thing. You'll be definitely happy that this is the last episode of phobias, so no more phobias after this. I'm gonna have to find a new list of things to do. Or actually be more creative, which, I don't know. That might happen. Alright, next one we got, again, fear of octopus. Squid people? Fear of, what, mollusks? I don't know. I think fear of mollusks works. This is the same girl she's the younger version of the white-haired girl. This is her ghost. This is what she was when she was living. Alright. What is this one? It's just weird. Everyone's staring. I feel like this is the one having, what was it, social anxiety or something? This would be the one that would be a good, or a fear of people staring at you. I feel like this one would have been a better representation of that. Unfortunately, I can't write into Midjourney. Look at this. This looks better like this. I think I've seen a few that kind of work. It's fear of hair. Trichophobia. It's the fear of hair. Huh. That's some crazy hair. She would win crazy hair day at school. No one could see around her though. Oh, again, more crazy hair. Lots of crazy hair. Pretty women and crazy hair. Realistic. I don't know how your hair would float like that. And again, none of these people are afraid of hair. I mean, these would be, if you were afraid of hair, these people would be very scary. Look at all that hair coming at you. Not only are you afraid of regular hair, but that is like a whole lot of hair. That girl's hair has to be at least down to her hips. At least. Like, her hair must be so long. Nitrophobia. I'm gonna be glad that this is all over too, because once this is all over, I don't have to say any of these words. All right, let's see what this one.
Present how pronounce this word. So to begin, you can say tonitrophobia.
Tonitrophobia.
Tonitrophobia. Right, I will repeat one more time.
Okay, no, that's all right. Tonitrophobia. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Google. Tonitrophobia. Fear of mushroom hats. It's like the combined three things. You have mushroom, and then you have like what, a jellyfish? Then a person? These are pretty cool, the mushroom jellyfish though. I mean, these things are still really cool. I just have no idea. Germs? What the heck is this thing? See like the little tiny body right here? Going up to its head. It's got some cool eyes. Huh. Alright, next. Just to let you guys get a look at this one. This one's pretty cool. It's got like eyes and then like 2 ear holes or 2, I don't even know, and a mouth. It's like a homemade pirate. Fear of monsters. Tonitrophobia. Tonitrophobia. Oh, these things are creepy. What is that thing? Could you imagine that thing running around? I would not be afraid of spiders anymore. Are you mean Larry, my pet? What is Larry? What is he? And is he having children is the real question. So Larry having children. Some Larry Juniors. Scary. What nightmares are made out of. Alright, so it is the fear of thunder. Now these come out pretty cool. Like the fear of fire and the fear of thunder. I feel like the element ones, they come out with these really like cool end scene silhouettes where you have your hero at the end and lightning and fire, so it works pretty well at making those, but like again, not much control over this scenario. Little boy lightning doesn't look afraid. And the fear is thunder. Thunder is the sound, so why there's so much lightning? I guess because lightning is the visual aspect of thunder. Midjourney, you can't interpret sound into thought? Well, that's the best it can do. Lightning, that's what we think. Lightning and thunder. Trypanophobia. Trypanophobia. And there's so much going on in this one. And it's so close to being something, but a lot of things are nothing, right? So really cool. Let's take it from a tiny perspective of like, I saw this picture in a mall, or someone hand painted this, right? Like this would be really cool, hand painted. But But you have your elephant in the room. But you have this pilgrim here, over here in this. Oh, you can't see him. Let me. Oh man. All right, we'll do the thing. Yeah, pilgrim over here, who's got half a tractor and holding on to a smaller person with a head. Like, what's going on with this guy here? He's like coated in sugar. Is this a person? These just weird shapes. I like the gems. The gems come out good with the shadows. The other elephants. This one has 3 tusks. This one has tusks coming out of his trunk. And his trunk's coming out of the side of his head. I don't know. And there's like a boat over here with a man standing here. Oh, sorry, you couldn't even see the jewels. There's just so much going on in this picture. Alright. Cool though. And what is this thing? Yeah, they definitely do look plastic. They lack any texture. Which I feel is like hard to achieve too. Good shading though. I mean, the shadow's pretty spot on. Just weird things. Trypanophobia. Fear the circus? Maybe. Maybe. People are afraid of the circus. What is this? Oh man. She's having an issue. She's possessed. There's small chickens and crazy animals flying around her. I don't know. Nothing really makes sense in this photo. It's like cooking gone wrong. She was trying to make Thanksgiving dinner and she couldn't do it. Trypanophobia. Fear of flying things? There's butterflies. There's weird. Nope. I don't know. What is going on? This is another one of those pictures that I think is like aesthetically like wow. Like they did a great job. Her hair looks good, but then what is going on around her? I wonder if she only looks good, if she's only a 10 because everything around her is so creepy looking. Not that it's not beautiful. Like, this is a crazy looking fish lizard thing. I don't know how it would survive. This guy over here looks real surprised. I mean, oh, you can't see him. Oof. Let me see. I did it. I wanted to make sure I could do it again. This guy right here looks like he had a great old time. This guy looks like he's having fun. Yeah, I don't know what she's afraid of. She doesn't look like she's afraid. She looks like she's had too much to drink. Looks like she's gonna pass out. Okay, so trypanophobia is the fear of injections. Oh, I don't know what kind of crazy Frankenstein surgery's going on over here. These ones are a little gory, so just everyone beware. It's like a mouth, 2 sets of lips, and a chin and an eye. Why would they be injecting? They're not even these are just weird. These are I think they're IV tubes. They're just not connected. We did Fear of Needles in a past episode, and it came out quite similar to these. No, she's getting 2 injections in the top of her head for some reason. Probably because there's a demon heart growing out of her. And this guy, he's wearing some sort of transparent sleeve. No, it's gray. But he's like, I really want to touch it. And she's like, no, don't touch it. Come on, let me just pick at it. Like, no, don't touch it. Right? That's what's happening here. And then some crazy alien's gonna pop out. Oh, mouth injections in the mouth. It's like, looks like one of those Matrix type injections where like it takes over. This one? Huh. Her hair's very interesting in this one. Whatever, this is some kind of alien technology that they're using. Don't know quite what this is. This looks like a little hand, which is weird. But they're definitely giving her a tracheotomy. Her hair is so weird. What is going on with like bubble gum or ice cream in her hair? Yeah. Kind of. Kind of looks like one of those conch shells. She's wearing it as a helmet. All right, now we got trypophobia. Huh? Is it trypophobia or is it? Let's see. Let's ask Google. Pause. Play. Trypophobia. Trypophobia. Fear of holes. There are a lot of holes. What are those? Like, craziest dessert you'll ever see. Kind of cool though. Trypophobia. Oh, this is really interesting. Like, what? I mean, cool. Could it be used for? Like a tabletop? Like what? It looks like porcelain pieces, like put in as a puzzle. Very neat, though. If you could pull something like that off. Yeah, I think you might be right. It probably is the fear of holes. There's just holes everywhere. Like, unless it's the fear of like coral. But these pretty much look like rocks with holes in them. Look, you were right. It is the fear of holes. Great job. This reminds me of the old rabbit hole videos that I used to do. Which I could also bring back. There's always time to bring back old stuff and try it again. It's very Dali-esque, I feel. Very inspired by Dali. He doesn't look afraid of the hole. He looks kind of surprised, like he's trying to scare you. Like, what? You're here? I didn't know you were supposed to be here till tomorrow. But come in. Like, that's his front door. He's an eccentric scientist. It's Colin Fuse. That's what his look looks like. Just very excited to be doing things. Fear of holes. This is a cool looking picture. I mean, is it looking at the ground? Or are there things falling? I'm trying to look at it. She could be standing on a slight curve, but it looks like that's ground. Don't slip. You have to grab onto one of the holes. Again, doesn't look like they're afraid of holes. This guy, defying gravity. Love it though. He's just staring straight into just doom. Like, I'd be afraid of holes too if that's where I was in the whole journey of holes. Man, he is falling. He's not falling because he's not even trying to catch himself. I don't know what you would do. You would definitely try to spread out like a cat and grab onto something. Unless you just passed out. Just went limp. Oh my goodness, that'd be terrible. You're just so scared of holes that when you're standing next to them, you pass out. There you go. There you go. Goner. Venustrophobia. 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 What is that? Nothing in this picture is recognizable. This is a very surreal picture, though. Like the imagery. Oh, for the last one? This one? I guess. But this... He could be walking into a cave from the ground position. So like GoPro on the floor or video camera on the floor and he's walking in. It's an odd perspective. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Anyways, Venustrophobia. Like a UFO type hot air balloon with like a tiny UFO on the bottom. Like that. And a small airplane here. Airplane there. Venustrophobia. I'm not getting any vibes. Fear of couches. Why is it raining inside? So we got couches and fish. We have outdoor scene, couches again. Oh man. Afraid of planet Venus, afraid of love? Maybe. Huh. I don't know what's going on with the helmet. Her makeup's quite dark too. But yeah, this futuristic, although if you look at people and what their expensive fits are, they look like they're from Back to the Future. Like, I'm like, what is going on? Yeah, it's just weird. Oh, so Venustrophobia is fear of beautiful women. Yes, that woman is very beautiful. This half bird, half butterfly thing is having trouble. It's caught in the wallpaper. Yeah, a couple. It really lacked on everything else, but she's aesthetically beautiful, I guess. Yeah, I know. The first one didn't have a woman in it at all. The first one had just this, and the second one didn't have a woman in it at all either. So obviously Midjourney does not know this word. But these girls, these are the girls that I would be afraid of. Not they don't look like they're scary at all. I mean, if you're afraid of beautiful women, like look at you might be afraid of these pictures. Anyways, so of course, eyes in the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And these are okay, right? These are all aesthetically very, I mean, even when you draw them, their eyes get a little bit off sometimes, but you know, I have the beholder. I can barely see, so you know, what good is my critique anyways? Mia Kumis, yeah. Well, she's a very beautiful woman. In reality, she has very nice bone structure. I feel like all these girls, this girl has a real like Japanese white look to her. I don't know. Just a little bit of mixed culture in the first and the second one. First, second, and third. And the fourth, Irish. I don't know. Scandinavian. Don't know what people look like from different places. They look like all different things these days. Alright, then we're going to go to vermininophobia? Vermininophobia. Alright, back to Google. Let's paste this in there. Let's see what it does. Nope. Hey, this might not be a word. No, here it is.
Verminophobia. Verminophobia.
Verminophobia. Verminophobia. Sorry, I forgot to put the beats back on. Verminophobia. Verminophobia. These things are creepy. Looks like something out of Diablo. Back to weird things. Yeah. Midjourney just loves to do weird things. But like I said, we're gonna be done with phobias, so no more scary, weird things. No more gross stuff for a while. I don't think, unless our next category is weird too. But, oh man, talk about weird. Let's talk about weird. Verminophobia. Fear of vermin. I would say it's fear of vermin, like rats or like things like that. But none of these things look like his offspring. Like they've just been multiplying off of him. This hand is coming from underneath. Where's this head coming from? Is that its body? It's just born. It's like snuggling up to his arm. All his friends are so excited. Yay! You've had a new baby. This is the wife. Or the other partner. I mean, I don't know how else to explain this story. If you saw this picture. Like everyone's congratulating. And he's holding his heart. This guy's scratching this big guy's head over here. I don't even know what to say. What is this? Why does he have like an eyebrow horn? I don't even know. I don't even know. We have some weird pink fungus growing here, and then this guy looking real cheeky up here. Look at that with his eyeball. Just a weird picture. Verminophobia. Verminophobia is the fear of germs. She looks scared, concerned maybe. She's got too many fingers. Yep, she's got too many fingers. Scared, too many fingers. Shampoo. Could have done a better texture on the shampoo. It doesn't quite look like shampoo. Maybe it's germ juice. This guy looks like he's a little bit afraid of germs, and that germ looks like he's just laughing at him. I'm better than you. He's like washing his hands in gloves though. Terrified that the germs on the gloves. Yeah, doesn't make sense. But yeah, good germ. I like the germ. Wow, this one's good. This one, like, he's combating the germ. He's like blocking it. Like, no, you will not get me sick. I have a test tomorrow. I have to spelling bee. I'm gonna spell the word cat, and dog, and frog, and germ. Yeah, I do like this one the best. It's just so good. He's like squirting spit at him. He's like, no. This germ's like drooling and touching everything. Hands are not there. I wonder if that's something we can correct in the very generation. Maybe we'll come back to do that. Weird. This girl is creepy. What is going on? She's holding some sort of weird baby head. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I like this one. This guy's kind of cute. But this one, not so much. And I don't know what she's doing over here with this hand. She's got something in that hand. Alright. Wiccaphobia? Fear of wicker? Could be. Wiccaphobia. 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 Fear of ships? I don't know. I like this. It's cool. I like this whimsical style. I really like these waves. The way it did the waves. Contrasted with the pink. I wonder if I could paint one of these. I'm sure I could. But why would I paint it if I have a printer? I mean, painting it would just be a challenge to see if I could do it, which maybe will be one of the things that I do coming up here. Let's actually try to paint one of these. Not this one, though. I don't really like this one. Weird blobs in the air. Haunted houses. Witches? Haunted houses? No, well, you wouldn't get that one from the first one. It looks like the girl that got run over by the tire in Not the one, the mermaid? The mermaid in Beetlejuice? Something. Yeah, I was thinking about trying to paint the waves. I might be able to do it. Fear of clowns? No, we've done fear of clowns. Wiccaphobia. I feel like Wicca means witch. Wiccan? That girl looks like she's dozing off, like she hasn't slept. She was at the party last night and didn't sleep. Was she at the burn? No, she'd be covered in mud if she was at the burn. Fear of witches. Again, showing us visuals of the things that we're supposed to be afraid of, and the people aren't showing the emotion of fears. I like this picture though. It's actually pretty well done. I think it's only well done because a lot of it is left up to interpretation, but like her hands aren't really there. They could be moving, that's why they're blurred. Because I think she has too many fingers. Or they're not in the right place. But good witch look. I like the red background, and these bright orange dots are cool. Like you would never think to paint the foreground, you know, that close, but it definitely makes the image pop a lot and help it, you know, gain depth by putting in these bright colors. I just don't know how you think about stuff like that, or how you mentally visualize things like that. So again, fear of witches, but give us a witch. The things around her look a little bit scarier than she actually does. She's a scary looking witch. Look at that black cat in the air. Is it a cat? Is it a bat? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a two-headed, four-winged crow. Or maybe those crows are getting a little too intimate. But there's something going on over there. Crow fight? I like the detail on her dress, like the lace. Very cool. But the cat bat, I don't know. I don't know if I'm into him. Oh, I did too. So it was the fear of witches or the fear of witchcraft. I figured I would do both of them. Here's the fear of witchcraft. You have a witch in her element. Another scary headed thing here. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Oh man, we got quite a few to do left. Let's continue on. Again, practicing witchcraft, not the fear of. She's shaving a potato? What's going on with her other hand? Her other hand is some sort of weird claw thing. Maybe she's half owl. She's in transformation. I don't know. That cat is on point. This actually is a good picture. A witchcraft picture. She has the right amount of fingers. That cat's on point. There's only one weird flame that's going on here, which I don't know why that's there, but it looks like it's in maybe a reflection. Spiderwebs behind her head are pretty cool touch. Nice. Last one for fear of witchcraft. Xenophobia. Fear of the apocalypse. Fear of downtown San Francisco. No, that looks more like downtown San Francisco. There's actually buildings still standing. This is, I don't know. Pour money back into the police force to keep us safe. This is cool. I like all the undead characters, and it kind of works in this motif. Everything's small enough so you really can't see their faces. Most of their faces are just jumbled up messes. Xenophobia. Elephants again. That elephant looks like he's gonna fall and just kill an entire set of people. Fear at riots, fear of the end of the world. Man, all of these things look like... No, it's just fear of strangers. That doesn't look like a good representation of fear of strangers. She looks like she's looking into a mirror and there's all sorts of things trying to like suck her in. Oh my god, this is creepy, but this doesn't... This again, not a great representation of fear of strangers. This one, better representation of fear of strangers. She looks like she's literally getting kidnapped off a bus. And she's just been told not to tell anyone. Don't tell any adults. What is going on here? I don't even know what to say about this. Okay, and we're gonna say not much anything. Yeah, this one, definitely rescue her. I don't know. That's just too creepy. Is it Charlie Chaplin? I don't know. Is that a mouth? Is it a mustache? Yeah. A miniature. Alright. Anyways. Fear of strangers. If you see a stranger that looks like this, run away. Oh my goodness. That would be so creepy. If Mickey Mouse is chasing you and he's not in Disneyland, run away. Zoophobia. Fear of zoos? Let's see what's going on here. There's a lot of animals, so I like to do a quick check. Look at this giraffe with its hairdo. It's like giving you like a shoulder, giving you a little tease. Here's another giraffe. Looks okay. Elephant looks good. Normal amount of tusks and trunk. What is this? And what is growing out of his butt? Don't know. What is this? Is this a goat shaking its head with big ears? This bird has a feather on the front of his face. This kiwi looks like he's gonna be sick. Like, oh. But what's really great, the one you can't see, and I'll show you real quick. Look at this monkey. You see him? You see him. This monkey is great. He's so furry, and he's just 2 sets of legs, and then just fur as a face. That's good stuff. More more birds that don't make any sense. Sometimes that happens. Zoophobia. Tiger, cool. Tiger. 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 Tiger uppercut. Tiger. Weird tiger reptile dog. And then what is this? What is this? It's a mollusk growing on her shoulder. Yeah, that guy looked like a bamboo mixed with a sheep. Yeah, she doesn't look afraid either. I'd be afraid. Even with this, just this thing, like this. Oh, it's my catfish. Just lays on her chest. And then this crazy dog looks like he's trying to eat that catfish. And this catfish is actually trying to eat this tiger. She doesn't look scared though. Zoophobia. Oh. Another breeding ground of weird animals. We got one elephant here. Anteater from Star Wars. Just weird bird. Another weird elephant. Just a bunch of weird animals here. This anteater has two eyes on one side of his head and a snake on the other side. I like this guy. What? I wonder what his body looks like. It disappears behind this half pig, half rabbit looking thing. And this deer with the head of a goose. I wonder if we could do that. Build animals. That might be a good Monday episode. Build your own animals. Alright, let's finish this up. We only have another 12 to go, and then we will be done for tonight. Mouse cat. Cat, tiger, man thing. It's a one big fat-headed cat. Whatever this is, a lot of weird new animals. Zoophobia. Fear of animals. She doesn't look scared at all. She's like hanging out with a bird. And a wolf thing. And another wolf thing. But she looks like she's fine. She's like, oh, I'm hanging out with my animals. I'm no longer afraid. A bear. Some other weird looking new creatures to the world. Look at that deer looking thing. What is going on with its teeth? Yeah. Maybe build an animal on Monday. Maybe on Monday that'll be what we work on. Head of a snake, body of a bear, legs of a man. See if it actually will build it. Fear of animals. A tiger looks scary, but none of like things around it look afraid. And again, it's not showing us fear of animals. She looks like she's at peace with animals. She looks like she's the animal whisperer. Whisperer. Alright, and then our last one for tonight is zoophobia. I don't know how to say this one, so we are quickly going to throw it in here. Nope, we didn't even copy this one. Sorry, guys. Oh, it's not giving it to me. Zergophobia. I don't know. Doesn't doesn't give me a pronunciation. Huh. Anyways, it's too late to figure that out now. Again with the fish, some creepy statue she's looking at, mourning. Maybe she's Medusa and she turned everyone into stone by accident. Well, the fish look pretty normal though. It's getting better at doing fish. Wow, what is going on here? Pink skies. I'm really liking the pink skies. I think that other one with the water had pink skies as well. These guys are like all on their own personal chairs and personal balconies, like floating on strings. It's a pretty cool little imaginary. You could write a story about a town like this. Yeah, very whimsical. I like this look. It reminds me of the Tales of Unfortunate Events with Neil Patrick Harris. Just very whimsical, or like, you know, that Big Fish style look. All right, more women and fish. I will be glad that we will not be having to look at that anymore. Zergophobia. Whoa, what is going on with her foot? She's sitting so weird. Like she's got magnets or UFOs hanging from the lights, and then some weird birds that don't make any sense. So Zergophobia, fish, whimsical, nothing really that we can use, and it is the fear of the vacuum cleaner. Now, I know there are dogs that are afraid of vacuum cleaners, but I mean, let's look at fear. This is fear. This is what fear looks like. It has a face that looks like this. This guy is the vacuum cleaner from what it looks like, or he's being sucked up by some kind of portable vacuum cleaner. Whatever it is, that thing looks terrified. Oh, that's a scary vacuum cleaner. Anyone who makes that vacuum cleaner, I would be afraid of. Like, it looks at you when you turn. Oh. But why don't vacuum cleaners look like that? This one obviously doesn't work very well. Look how much trash is on the floor. There's a big old pile of dirt behind it, like over here too. So yeah, dust monster definitely being sucked up by the vacuum. It's a cute little vacuum. And his companion dog friend, like, I feel like, looks like there's like a vacuum called Henry that has a face on it, I believe. I don't know. Looks like a cool little vacuum. Friendly. The friendly vacuum. Hoover, the friendly vacuum. Right? Well, it's just a regular vacuum. Nothing special, just a vacuum. In a room. That one is not plugged in anywhere. Alright. Well, that does it. We went through all of our different phobias. That is the whole alphabet of phobias. You can check out any of these phobias. I make slideshows on YouTube under the same handle, so Money Makes Monsters. You can find it on YouTube and check out all the slideshows. There's, I think, 30 as of today. So 30 different slideshows. I think it's like 300 minutes. Each one is like 10 minutes, but you don't have to watch the whole thing. They're just casual videos to check out what I've been making on Midjourney and what can be made. But if you're interested in the phobias, there's a bunch of episodes of different phobias. They're A through Z, so start with A. As for this episode, I think we are pretty much done. Is there anything else we'd like to do? I did want to see if I could fix that boy's hand here. So let's do varied region. And the problem is it's not going to do it for me. Okay, let's try it. Hands, blocking, lid, hands blocking, right? I don't know how you would describe hands in the stop position. I don't know. Let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. I should do a test between this and generative fill. Also, I made a new story that we can watch real quick before we head on out of here. I made a new story by InVideo. I didn't make a story. I typed in a few sentences and InVideo decided to make me a video. Actually, I didn't even type in anything. My friend Brian came over and he played with it for a little bit and we made a video. So let's see this new message. Let's see if it fixes his hands. Nope. I mean, they got better. This one could work. Some of them got worse though. I know you can barely see that out of frame, but if we can get them all into frame, these aren't too bad. Looks like his hands are waving. Slightly fixed it. Oh, that's not good. Whoops. I closed the wrong one. And I don't have InVideo up. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it real quick. I should be able to. I just made it. Where was it? Uh-oh. Let me see something. Nope. Alright, I got it back up. But it's not the right size, so bear with me real quick while I put it into the correct size. And this will pretty much end our stream. Did I save it? Hold on. Yeah, Puffins, the Clown of the Sea. Alright, so we're going to sign off with this one. And I'm going to leave you with Puffins, the Clowns of the Sea video. Took us less than 2 minutes to make. It's pretty interesting. Let's see what happens. Can I do that? I know it's not centered. But I mean, that's much bigger. Okay, here we go. Hold on, just kidding. Let me raise up the volume a little bit so you can hear it.
Ever marveled at the charm of puffins? These captivating birds are a sight to behold. Sporting a colourful beak and a contrasting black and white plumage, they're the jesters of the avian world. Puffins spend most of their lives at sea, but come ashore to breed in large colonies. Fascinatingly, they dig burrows in cliffs or slopes to nest, a testament to their resourcefulness. Their diet, mainly fish. A puffin can hold a dozen small fish in its beak at once. A record, 62 fish. Now that's a mouthful. Puffins are true survivors, braving harsh winters and predators. They're the embodiment of resilience, grit, and grace. And yes, they can fly at speeds up to 55 miles per hour. Nature's way of balancing whimsy with wonder. That's puffins for you.
So that was our little episode about puffins. That was made by InVideo, and just by doing a couple quick prompts, you know, that's what technology is coming to. That's what's going to be their next source of media. I mean, really, with no work, I mean, sign up for the license and then you can take off all the watermarks. You can remove the watermarks. It says right me here. Remove watermarks, but you have to sign up for the paid version. But for the free version, I don't know. I like it. It's quite easy to use and works quite quickly. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope everyone's had a great week out there. And I hope you enjoy your weekend. Weather is good where you're at. So this will be it for this one. So have a good night and peace.